Do you want to quit working, come home, and be a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife? Do you want to do that?
I'm an accountant and a college professor, and I'm also a full time doctoral
No. No, she doesn't.
student. I just enjoy my job. I don't want to quit doctoral student. I just enjoy my job. I don't want to quit.
You ain't gotta work a day in your life. You ready to make my sandwich?
I don't want to quit, but I will retire.
You ready to make my sandwich? What the fuck?
Okay. I am ready to retire for now. I just feel like I did spend most of my 20s finding my career path and, being successful in it. That I did miss a lot out in the family side that I do want uh, to have time to go back to.
What's holding you back? Because that's one thing I want. What's holding you back from doing it today? I'm not asking you to do it today. Whenever you feel comfortable doing it. But what is holding you back from doing it right now?
The fact that I truly enjoy being a college professor.
Okay.
But at the same time, I've done it for so many years. I don't know if maybe it's something that I'm just like, I got used to.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, am I ready to let go of that? Because I've been doing it for so long.
So what's like your fear of letting go?
Wait, so here's what I'm not understanding. If you are a content creator and a boxer, and where you make the bulk of your money from is from content creation, I'm sure, because boxing don't pay no money, like, unless you Floyd Mayweather or Terrence Crawford or some shit like that. But so why? So that means that you are at home more. You should have more flexibility, right? Um. So why? I'm so confused. Like, so are you not taking advantage of being at home more by helping out with the kids and being with your children more and things of that nature? Or are you like, I'm not like, I don't know. I mean, if you're a multimillionaire or something like that, and and you could get, your wife wants to retire, then she can retire. But I'm just not understanding this need in and getting her to come and work for you when she, by all intents and purposes, money aside, she's more successful than you are. Right? Like, she has more. To me, I look at her thing. She's successful. You're successful too. He's successful too. Right? Like, he is a YouTuber and he has a plaque on there. So he has at least 100,000 followers or subscribers. That is a feat in and of itself. Trust me. I know. I'm in the midst of doing it right now. And it's lucrative and all of that stuff. Like, I don't want to diminish what he's doing right now, but professionally, but I definitely have um a strong reaction to listening to the way that he is describing the role that he envisions for this woman. It's very off-putting. You're going to make my sandwich. And when I'm listening to her, she's like, yeah, I want to spend more time with my family and so on and so forth. And I could respect that. Of course, I hear that and I can respect that. But somebody is at home, though. Like, he's at home, right? Like, if I'm saying, like, if neither me nor my wife were able to be at home, like right now I'm at home. My son is sick right now. He's been sick. He's been here with me the last 3 days. What today is Thursday. So maybe 4 days. I don't know. Anyways, he's been sick pretty much this whole week. I like, if my wife had to stay home for 4 days or we were working, you know what I mean? Like, because she has to go to work, and let's say I had to go to work and we're trying to scramble to figure everything out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be a problem. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think that would be a problem, but that's not the case for him. He gets to stay at home with the kids. So a parent is at home. My wife isn't worried about that. She's not. She's like, yeah, my child is still at home. He's with his father. The same way when I'm at work, I'm not worried about my child because I'm like, my child's with their mother. And when my wife comes home, she spends all her time with him. Like, he gets tons of quality time with both of us. So I don't know. I'm just not seeing the need in this, but I'm not in their lives. And it seems like she doesn't see the need in this either. That's why I'm saying that. Like, this conversation shouldn't be this long. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife has to convince me to retire. Like I'm like, you want to retire or you want to like not work anymore? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why? You're 38, you're 37 years old. Like, what's going on? You know, like I don't know. I want my wife to be protected, even against me, and I want her to have her, you know, make her own way. But if she trusts me and you know, it's the opposite of what she's saying with this, you know, with this job. Like, you know what I'm saying? If my wife felt the opposite, like it's not fulfilling for her, it's not gratifying for her, or the pros don't outweigh the cons, then fine, do what you got to do. I'm fine. I can take care of it. But I would never be the person trying to convince my wife. I won't say never, but I would never be the person, almost never be the person trying to convince my wife to stay at home from work when my wife loves her fucking career. Like the only way you can get me to do that is if I could see that it is actually hurting and harming my wife. Then I'm like, hey, babe, you know, what's up? You want to stay home? I got it. If you want to stay, I got it. It wouldn't be me trying to convince her. For me, making me a sandwich would never be any fucking thought that would come out of my brain because I'm still at home too. So that, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like she's at home not doing nothing. So I'm still gonna have to do what I have to do anyway.
Like, do you think that when you come home you're gonna get bored? Do you think that you won't have purpose anymore? Like, what's that fear?
No, I know for sure I'll have purpose because I know I'm helping the family business, and I know me being here for the girls is more important for me and for you, being here for all of you guys. It's more of like a hobby. Am I gonna miss that hobby?
Go part-time and do it as volunteer. If you really love what you do, right?
Yes.
If you would hit me with this same scenario, hey, I need you to come home because I can make us an endless bag, but you have to give up boxing. Baby, I will come home and I will box. I will fight for free. I will, like, I fought for free before as an amateur. I will do this as a hobby. If it
is a hobby,
means building our family, I will do it as a hobby. If we take the obligation of having to be there on time for work.
Just so you guys know, you can get paid for a hobby. Just so we're clear, before you step into content creation, it's a hobby. It's a hobby until it's not. Like you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like until it can pay all of your bills by itself, it's a hobby in my mind. So yeah, boxing is still a hobby for you. You can't pay your bills with boxing. It's a hobby.
Having reported into your boss, you won't have a boss if you do it as
a lot of people don't care about having a boss because in a lot of work, especially in education, it's not like how it is. It's men think of, because men are terrible leaders, which I'm going to make a video about that too. But men are terrible leaders. So you think that having a boss is like having some tyrannical person dictating to you every little thing you need to be doing and not doing all day long, micromanaging you. And though that can be the case, and often is the case, a lot of times it's not. So yeah, she has somebody that she reports to, but she doesn't necessarily have a boss. I was in sales for years. I didn't really have a boss. I didn't really feel like I had a boss. I was like an independent contractor. Yeah, there would be times when, you know, your manager would come in and, you know, we'd have a bad month in sales or a bad week or a bad weekend. And they'd be like, all right, today I want everybody making 50 calls. Today I want to make sure you got to get 5 ups. Yeah, and they would do these little tweaks and stuff like that every now and again. But generally speaking, though, you did what you wanted to do. That's why in sales, it would be like, you know, I was able to make, you know, 80, 90, $100,000. And then somebody else would be making $50,000, $60,000. And we'd be working at the same place, have the same opportunities, right? It was just what I was putting into it and my skill set that was allowing me to do so. And the managers weren't going to the guy who makes $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 going, hey, why aren't you making $100,000 a year? They were cool with the dude making that too, as long as they were doing their job right. Not everywhere it's like that. Not like you think about it because you're like, if I was a manager, I'd be an asshole. That's number one. Number two, you just don't, men are so entitled and it's weird. Men love hierarchies, but then they'll conveniently, like in these type of instances, be on there like, well, you don't want to work for anybody. And I mean, it depends on the job. Depends on the job. Depends on the manager.
Having to be there on time for work, having reported into your
like I would rather do what she's doing, right? Than to I don't know, own like a struggling restaurant. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I own my own business, but I would rather, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather have her job than own a restaurant, like even like a mid-level restaurant, because restaurants are extremely hard to keep afloat. But yeah, I'd rather have her job than like own a fucking Subway and like work in my own Subway. Like, nah, I'm good. It ain't about like, I don't care. Like sometimes places, it feels more like a team than it does like this hierarchical structure where it's a person just like, you need to do this. And hey, Bob, I need those documents right now. Where are, like, it's not like that all the time, bro.
Having to be there on time for work, having to report into your boss. You won't have a boss if you do it as a hobby. And I'm just, y'all ain't really got to pay me. I'm just here just as I love what I do.
I've thought about that. It's just I want a little time to put all my energy into you guys.
Okay.
Into our family business, into you as my husband, to being here for you as a partner. And
I mean, she's, you know, she looked like she's about to have the baby any day. I get not wanting to work, you know, when you have small children, infant children. I get that as a woman. I 100%, I get that. 100%. Right. But beyond that, though, it just feels like it feels like he's gaslighting her right now. That's all I'm saying. Like, it just is crazy. He just won't let it go. He's made several videos about, I know he's talking, these aren't the only times he's having this conversation with her. Bro, no means no. She said no. Leave it the fuck alone.
for our daughters, I want to be there more for them as well.
Okay.
I don't want them to always have this vision of me always working.
So you want to just go all in on being.
Yeah, I want to get a taste of it.
And eventually, it seems like he's going to get his way, because she just said she wants to know what it's like just being a stay-at-home mother, or, whatever case may be. And that's fine. That's fine. If that's her decision, that's her decision. And I can see how she would make that decision in her current state. It sounds like it's about to be like their third child. I've seen their other children are really young, below 7, 8 years old. So yeah, I can understand that. Like I said, that's fine. I don't want to tear down her decision. I have nothing against this woman. I actually feel sorry for her in this instance, to some extent, because of the way that her husband is pressuring her, right? That's what I honestly believe. This is all about him, though. Like, I can't, like, this dude is, man, this is, I can't take it. I just can't take it. It's just so frustrating to watch this type of stuff. But I'm glad he showed it in real time. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope that he doesn't do what I think he is going to do, what I think he's already doing, but what I think he's going to do. Like, I hope he doesn't abuse her. I really hope that they have children. I hope that for her, and I hope that for him. I have no ill feelings towards him as far as that's concerned, but man, the gaslighting, man, it was off the charts though.